Welcome back to Learn BC. You're here with Jared, and we've been in a series talking about why Business Central. Before we get started, please like, share the love, and subscribe to the channel. Help us grow this community. Today's video, change management, update windows and features. Let's get started. Today, we're going to talk through a couple of things. We're going to talk through the Microsoft roadmap. Microsoft's been really, really good. They take features from the community, they take features from professionals, they take features from industry leaders and their innovation team with stuff that's like technologically, spearhead through the industry, like uh, Copilot, for example. And they continue to deliver ongoing change and transition in a safe way for the platform, which is really, really cool. We're going to talk about how your environment is upgraded. So, what is the mechanism? What's the administration? How does it work? We'll give you a quick look at that. And then, can you control it? Which clearly, the answer is yes. And how do you enable new features? And back in Business Central, we've shown you how to get into administration before, but for those who are new, you've got to be a global admin or part of the Business Central uh, Dynamics 365 administrator group. So here you hit the cog and you click the admin center and it will pop open for you. Now, first thing you want to be is a notification recipient. So this is point number one for today. Be notified. You will then know that updates are coming out. The updates will look like this. I have a notifications mailbox here and it says an update for your environment is scheduled at this particular date. So it tells you, hey, we've got an update for you. We've scheduled it. All right. The next thing that you'll get is, hey, the update has happened successfully. Okay. So notifications will come through. There's other types of notifications. One is we've cancelled the update due to, and we've delayed it. The reason why they'll do that is they've detected problems and they don't want to risk it. So Microsoft in wave one delayed wave one multiple times this year, due to reasons, many different reasons. But they, it dragged on over a 3 month period. But the key thing is that Microsoft maintains the uptime time of its customers. For example, here, so you got production has been updated successfully. The other type, the fourth type of notification is, um, so go from the top. You're going to be updated. Put number one. Number two, it's happened successfully. Number three, it's been delayed. And before there was a problem. And if there's a problem, you get an email that's basically going to tell you, hey, your production environment couldn't be updated for this reason, below text, and it's going to be blurred out in the video here. But basically, what this is saying is an extension that's specific to this client has failed subsequently, and it is not compliant with the upgrade version. You need to actually go and fix it with your development team. All right. So notifications come through to the notification recipients. But when we've got our environment, the reason why you got sandboxes is your test, right? So normally when you know that there's an update coming, you would clear your sandboxes by deleting them. So you do that by just clicking and hitting delete. And then you would go back into your production environment and you would copy it. And as you copy it, you get the ability to actually copy that to a sandbox and call it testing update version, whatever. And it will take you about 5 minutes to copy an environment, maybe 10. And once it's copied, you get to test what Microsoft is releasing before you go push it onto your staff. So, how do we control an update? How do we change timeframes, etc.? All right, first things first is there's this update settings. You can set an update window, and I could say, for example, I have a time window from 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. every night that I'm okay for you to apply an update. So it needs to be a minimum of 6 hours. Let's go to 11, and I can hit save on that, and it shows you now that the upgrade window has been updated. So point number one, you set the update window. Point number two, if I had an update to apply, I could actually now apply the update the date that I want that upgraded on, like push it to a weekend, push it to an evening when it suits me. What happens when it goes wrong? Now, other than going to Microsoft support, you can actually restore And in restoring, you've got the ability with Microsoft to roll back a system, um, within a 30-day period. So I can go back to the 17th at 7:13 a.m. and I can restore to the minute with Microsoft's backup technology. It's phenomenal. I don't know any backup vendor for any core platform that gives you this type of tech. Usually it'll be a time window within a 4 hour or 8 hour window. It's very, very cool. All right, so you've got your ability to restore. You've got the ability to control the update window. Okay. And after this, Microsoft's just going to push out the update. So what we said we're going to talk about is the release. And so we're going to put this in the notes on the video and on the blog. Here in this platform, on this URL, it shows you everything that's coming out. So what's planned, what's coming soon, and what you can try now. So there's actually features that are actually in preview that are released all the time. So if I look at this feature, general availability from May 6th, okay, so it's already live now. But when they document this and they show you, you can actually see some really cool documentation. So I can go country and regional. I can see there's updates that came out in April, governance administration, etc. So you can see what they're doing from their roadmap perspective with Try Now. But if I go back to planned, this is what's coming in October, Access Key with key tips. And it's going to show us what it looks like. You can hit learn more, and it's going to give you more information. And if you want to, you can actually go to the release overview, and it gives you full documentation. So Microsoft clearly communicate where they're going. All right. And they take contribution from the community with this, which is really, really cool. So that URL, that's going to be in the comments section, the just below the video, the description of the video, and it'll be on the blog. Let's now go, and I'm going to give you a real example of an upgrade of an environment. Okay, let's go. Okay, here's an environment that I'm upgrading. It's a tenant. We will have blocked out the tenant URLs. So there's nothing confidential here, and I'm planning to upgrade this anyway. This dev sandbox is currently on version 24, 24.2. I want to go to 24.3. The upgrade process we tested when I did this RSDev, all three environments are the same. RSDev took 7.5 minutes. Okay, so from beginning to end, it's not something that takes hours. It's actually quite quick. I'm going to hit on the environment. And from here, you can see an update is available, and it will begin on the 2nd of the 8th. Okay, remember it's US dates here. And you go to your updates for more information. And here I can see the update, and yes, it's scheduled for the 2nd of August. So that is not too far away. I can actually modify that now, and I can say, 2nd of August doesn't work for me on Friday because we've got a big event on. I'd like to push it to the 14th. So I can push this out about 3 to 4 weeks, depending on where we're up to in Microsoft's release cycle. And so I could schedule that just there. I'll push it to the 14th, just hit schedule update, and that's it. She's done. So it's scheduled now. Now, that's how easy it is to control when we want to roll out this update. One of the things that I can do, I'm here now, I'm in IT, I want to force the update now. I'm just going to bypass that, hit schedule update, and off it goes. That's actually now going to tag that it's updating today. So we've talked about there's a roadmap, you've got a massive roadmap. How do you administrate the updates? But when features are released to you, how do you control them? And that's by going to feature management within Business Central. And so all of these features have the ability to be turned on. And what you've got to understand is that they're all still going to roll out. So if I actually put this in order by number, all of these version 25, these are all updates that will be pushed out in 2024 Wave 2. So it's then in force. So I'm not doing this at the moment. So convert user group permissions. Okay. I don't have it turned on. I can go in my sandbox. I can enable that. Yes. Understand. Continue. Next. And run through the update. finished. That update, you must now sign out and sign back in to take effect. So the key thing here with Microsoft that we're getting down to, all right, one, you got to be a notification recipient. Okay. Two, you can control your update window, right, from time. Three, you can control your update date. Okay. The fourth point, get aware of what updates are coming out through the roadmap from Microsoft. The link is in the video. Okay. And point number 5 here is when features do get released, doesn't mean they're enabled. You actually have the power to control them being enabled within your environment. I hope this video has been helpful. And yeah, see you in the next video.